And welcome back, everybody. You're seeing me alone, but I am not alone. I promise you. You probably saw, maybe it's in the headline, depending on what I named this. Maybe it's not. I don't know. We go with the flow, as I say. It's a conversational podcast. And I figured, what sort of conversational podcast would this be if I didn't bring on somebody that many of you will know, some of you will be shocked, and many of you will be introduced to the person that is Sean.
Hey, the thing is, no one knows me.
You will be surprised because we still get it. We still get it.
Like, really?
No, okay. I'm not lying. A couple episodes ago, it was a big milestone podcast, and it came out on I think it was like the 13-year anniversary of the original podcast.
No shit.
A bunch of the comments were all Coney 2012. They remember.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot all about the Coney shit. Just posted that picture of Carl Weathers.
Which one is Coney?
I still remember this because at the time, I had a friend, because I posted that as it's just a joke, it's a meme. And my friend for real got mad at me and was like, how could you post such a tyrant or whatever? And I'm like, you ever seen Predator?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, man. He's like, yeah, I can't believe he screwed Arnie over in that movie. That's crazy. Man, Coney's such a vile villain. Yeah, he's a bad
Coney.
Oh man, I can't. Oh man, I'm glad the Predator got him.
So some of you that are new here aren't gonna know, but Sean was here. We're talking the OG. We're going OG, the first episode, okay, of the podcast. Believe it or not, this, depending on when it drops, it might be episode 712 or 13. So
oh, that's crazy.
Do you feel old yet? Because I know I look old.
Oh man, we are old.
Oh, yeah.
We old. The first episode was what, 2011?
Yeah, it was prior to Miles Morales, because remember we were fighting racists together because they were hating Miles Morales.
Yeah. That was before Miles, but it was around, what was it, Transformers 3?
Yeah.
We talked, because I think we did talk about that. It was
set photos of the Avengers just hit when they were first shooting in New York, and everybody was speculating that the chair was the High Evolutionary. I remember that. We were all like, oh, is the chair his throne?
That's so crazy. Because what was the first episode called? It was it was Dark Side of Deep Wang, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was, because that was the meme at the time. Because in Transformers 3, he kept saying Deep Wang.
I might actually title this episode "The Dark Side of Deep Wang 2."
Electric Boogaloo. That's crazy.
So, okay. In the meantime, I want to catch up people with where you've been, because people are going to be shocked to hear this. First and foremost, in the time Sean hasn't been on, he started a wrestling career, which you guys probably know. We used to talk a lot about wrestling. And then, believe it or not, us nerds can also find love, because not only did I get married, Sean as well. So
let's start because hold on. Let's start from the wrestling shit. All right. So yeah. Because it was in 2017. Actually, April 25th, 2017 is when I started my wrestling career as Jack Cujo. That is. Hey, I thought it was a really cool name because, of course, I'm a fan of JoJo, and I was like, okay, Cujo's such a good last name. And not only that, but even at the time, I wrote a short story, not a short story, but a short film titled Jack Maddox. So I was like, that sounds cool, but I'm not gonna call myself that.
Okay,
Jack Cujo. So I was like, all right, and so I found out that there was a wrestling school near me, and I was like, oh yeah, man, they have they have free shows every Thursday. So I was like, all right, cool, at 8, got it. Drove there. At the time, before they moved into the current location, it was in the back of a strip club.
Oh, that's how you know you're.
It was a strip club. Anybody that's from Atlanta knows all about Club Wax. So I went in there not knowing where it actually was. So I walked into the strip club and I'm like, this is a crazy wrestling show. I'm seeing like all these like ladies on like poles and shit. So I was like, hey man, let me just stop in here and get myself a drink. And then I was like, hey man, so I just asked a random dude. I was like, yo, so like where's the wrestling stuff at? He was like, oh, that's just like go out here and then go all the way around back. I was like, all right, cool. Went there. It was dope. It was like a movie. Like, you know, you're just walking in and you're just seeing people like for real going off. Oh, yeah. And when I saw a dude who was like, he was about 5'4", he was like 2 inches shorter than me and 115 pounds. Oh, I was, because at the time I was like 128. I'm 158 right now, but like I actually gained weight. Fat now, but that's what happens when you get married, but you start getting fat. So yeah, it's like when I saw that, I was like, yo, that's me. I'm about to go join that. And so like that's kind of how it was. Like the school was run by it's still being run by AEW's AR Fox.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like super biased towards like Fox and stuff, and I love seeing him whenever he gets like TV time. But that is like legitimately one of the greatest wrestlers I've ever seen.
He's so good in the ring. It's unreal. Like
it is.
Yeah.
Yo, try working with the guy.
I couldn't imagine, man.
No, it's super easy, but he will get you to be creative without forcing you. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
okay.
Like you'll be like, okay, he's doing some cool stuff. Then now y'all ideas are bouncing off, and so you're like, oh, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this. So yeah, it's like whenever like because when I started off, I'm pretty basic, but then as like the years went on, I evolved and I started doing this more Johnny Cage type of character. Like with
I was gonna say, I remember because I was obviously you were posting clips on YouTube and stuff, so I was following, you know, and I was like, okay, I like where you're going. I like you were obviously still learning the basics. Like people don't understand hitting the rope is hard.
It's hard.
People are like, oh, you just bounce off the rope. I've done it. You shred your back if you don't know what you're doing. I shredded my back. Okay, it is hard.
When I tell you, like that second day, I woke up, man, my back was sore. I was like, man, I don't even want to go. I don't even like training. Like, man, why did I even start this? I hate it. Yep. But I went back, you know, and I've been doing it for I don't know, man, like a long time. Like, unfortunately, I'm not doing it anymore. No longer doing it. Like, injuries took me out. Like, it was because I had really nasty head injuries. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like a sad reality when it comes to professional wrestling. Like, you get hit in the head a lot. And sometimes some of them weren't even all that bad, but then there was like one where like my neck, it's like from here all the way up here. It's like, oh no, I can't be taking any more bumps like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like you'd mentioned AW, so I assume you know the wrestler Bandito. You know,
yes,
amazing. He got back from an injury, does a drop kick, lands on his back, his head snaps. He was out with another concussion for 2 months from doing a drop kick. You know, it's like it's dangerous.
That's how dangerous that field can be. It is such a. It's fun. Oh, it's a lot of fun, but you're putting your body at risk.
Yep.
Especially if you in the ring with some people that's trying to go into business for themselves, like they're trying to make themselves look good. Like, oh, I hated working with those guys. But most of the people I work with were some of my own people. You know what I mean? Like, like if anybody that comes out of A4, like WWA4 is the name of the wrestling school.
Right.
Anybody that comes out of the WWA4, like, oh, they are on like Fox level of good. You know what I mean? Like there's a guy who's doing it big now. His name is Teriyaki. Which is crazy. I love the name because it's like, and man, it takes real name Terry and just goes like put Yaki on it, and it's like, yo, it's dope. Like got Mr. Danger. There's a guy Bobby Flacco. They're all doing. I think it's GCW, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're doing it big over there. So, so yeah, like man, but I miss that stuff. I really love it. But when I had to like leave, I was like, I was crying. You know what I mean?
Dude, no doubt. Like, I mean, I was emotional. You know, I spent from 1999 to 2008 backyard wrestling with my homies. We had our own fed and everything. When you have to do your last match and you don't really know, but you have a feeling, you're like, it's getting emotional. You know, like I get it. Especially like we get old, you start a new life. You know, you got to take responsibility, and you're like, well, there goes that.
There goes that, man. Because like I'm telling you. Like, because I did one, like, I didn't even know it was my last match because, like, it was against a guy named Rico Gonzalez. Fantastic wrestler. And I haven't wrestled for a long time, even before that. And then, but when I stepped back in there, it was like riding a bike. Like, we burned that barn down. And, because I think we were, like, first match after intermission. And, man, but the one thing I did hate, because I got gassed real early. I got super gassed, but I was trying to hide it so well. Like, I was like, man, I'd rather die in this ring than let the crowd know that I'm tired.
Yeah.
But nah, man, but we put on a clinic, and it was dope as hell. Like, you know how like the boys in the back would always like give people advice and stuff. Be like, okay, I saw your match. Let me tell you about it. Like, let me give you some advice. Like, this is what you need to do different. This is what you need to do better. Like they started talking to all these other guys that had matches before me. They look at me and go, "Oh man, good job, man." Like that was it. Like they were awesome. Like, yeah, like good job, Cooch. Or like, all right, cool. But yeah, it's like definitely like that whole thing, especially when you're like this larger than life character. Because like for me, a lot of people like were saying, "Oh, my moveset was basic." It's like, I mean, I have some creative things in there, but overall basic. I was like, you know what? I love characters. I'm somebody wrote an article about me that called me the personification of charisma because of like my character work. I was like, okay, I'm from New Orleans. Let me go ahead and do this Mardi Gras character.
Yeah.
And so I like dress up in like, at the time it was like purple, green, and gold before I got like the green ones that if you go on my YouTube channel, you could possibly like see those videos too.
I will link it down below for you guys. So make sure you check that out.
All right. Thank you for that. But yeah, so you'll see like, how my gear looks and stuff like that. And it's like my entrance was like already okay. So, because I'm about to use wrestling terms, and then it's probably gonna be really confusing for people like watching or listening. So when you do your shine, that's really when, like, as a baby face, as a good guy, that's really just your opening move set, like to kind of get the crowd into you and stuff like that. And then until y'all move into like the cutoff where the heel just beats you down, and then starting heat where they're now getting the boos from the crowd, beating you down while you're trying to fight from underneath. So my entrance being that I throw beads to people and I'm dancing and all that stuff, that counts as a shine right there because the crowd is already into it.
Yeah.
So I don't even have to do anything. I don't have to do, oh, let me whip you here. Let me do duck the line, duck the back elbow. Let me do a drop kick and pose. Like, I don't need to do that. I just do the entrance. The heel just like, I'm on the turnbuckle, the heel just comes up behind me and like power bombs me. That's all they need. That's all they need.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, anybody that's like pursuing that career, I say go for it, but protect yourself. Find a good school, but definitely protect yourself a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
You got to learn all that, which, is great. You're saying that. Obviously, that's a good lesson in life. Protect yourself with everything. And that's how I'm going to circle around to the many famous stories Sean would tell about the many women he would meet. And you guys will, no doubt, somebody is going to mention Gretchen in the comments.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Don't worry, because Sean, it got better. He's married now. It's not her.
I was going to mention that shit, too. Because like with wrestling, there's a lot of women. Because look, not only was I passionate about wrestling, but I was also like, yo, man, they got some bad motherfuckers in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I always wanted to have like one of them wrestling chicks, you know what I'm saying? Like they thick as a mother, you know what I'm saying? Like anyway, I kind of wanted that, but
there's a difference between a ring chick and what is known today as a rat. Just so we're
Oh,
clear, because
oh,
my God, it gets
oh.
bad, man. Because
I'm
I have friends who still do it. You know, they're still training and stuff, and I hear their stories. I'm like, yeah, I'm settled down, boys. I don't know. you know.
You're like, no, don't mess with them rats. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I did, and that was the worst decision I think I've ever made in my life. Well, I mean, technically best, because I wouldn't have met my wife if I didn't. But
all right.
but yeah, for real. Like, cause but the thing is, like, yeah, man, it's like I had all these like, the Gretchen girl, like she for real looked like old girl from Recess. That shit was crazy. But yeah, and not only that, but I would talk about, like, I mean, shit, talk about white girls, BBWs and shit. I love BBWs so damn much. I like fat women so damn much. I marry one. I
love that nothing's changed. Nothing's changed since time has passed on CBC, and we're all the same.
Listen, not a damn thing changed. Listen, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Like, anybody that's listening, if you're like, oh man, I don't want people making fun of me. If you don't go mess with that fat girl, I'm gonna tell you, that girl will change your life. This one did. My wife, oh my God, I have never. I look, the moment I knew I was gonna marry that woman was when, because we were living together in like this really shitty apartment. She was like cooking dinner and shit. I was like just on my computer just playing some game. I forgot what it was. And she just brings me a plate of food with a drink and just left me alone for like the rest of the night. And I went, oh yeah. She okay, so she understands me.
That's the one. That's the one right there. She gets it.
That's the one. She didn't say none. She was like, oh, do you need anything else? No, I'm good. Okay, enjoy. And then left. And I was like,
that's it.
That's it. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Like, out of all the stories I've told over the years, people would have been like, oh, he probably got some of them pregnant or some shit. He probably got some kids out
One
there.
of my favorite comments I saw during one of the recent anniversary episodes was somebody, literally, the only comment they left was crime, Sean. I was like, oh, this is an OG listener. He used the old catchphrase, just crime.
Just post a picture of me with the word crime on it. That's so dope. I remember that. Like, oh man, that's a deep pull. Like that's like making fun of Ben in his Spider-Man costume. Like, if anybody remembers that chick, I was going through old Facebook photos and I forgot that I posted that. Really making fun of them.
Back when the internet was just everything was good to go. You could log on to YouTube and you could see the worst thing imaginable. Like,
yeah,
we're
YouTube
not phased.
Is too regulated now.
It is.
That's crazy. I guarantee this stuff will get demonetized because I'm cursing a lot. Like,
I guarantee it. I'm gonna have to do a uncut edit for everybody, and then a PG version, so people can be like, I don't like the swearing.
Oh my, yo, man, y'all need, man.
Nope. That's how it goes.
Like, because again, if this was like the old school stuff, like, oh, I'm gonna say whatever. I'm gonna start saying some wild shit. But like, see, I'm trying to stop myself from like cursing a lot, but it's like I can't. I cannot stop that.
It's in our DNA.
It really is, man. Like, yo, talking. Oh man, what was? Damn, now I can't even think of any. I can't even think of anything now from like the old. Because again, even if I did, probably don't even want to say it.
One of the old posters and the thumbnail for YouTube was literally a penis with just a Bane mask, and that was allowed.
Bane dick! Bane dick!
Dude, that was never regulated. It'd be like, yeah, sure, it's a hard schlong with a mask, fine. And we'd be like, cool. Now you do that, it's like, hey, you're getting canceled.
I forgot all about Bane dick, bro.
You remember Crane Dad?
Crane, yeah, no, I remember Crane Dad. Nah, like, yo, no bullshit though, man. I remember when we would stay, like, we would be up like at dead at night. It was like me, you, and I think Joel was there too.
Oh
but
my God.
we were like watching like street fight videos.
The felony fight. CBC watches felony fights.
We were watching felony fights.
Place bets on the angry Mexican or the white supremacists.
It's like they were. Oh man, that Mexican dude whooped that white dude.
Starts dropping knees on him, and the crowd's just like, he's racist.
You're like, what the? Like, yeah, man, but he racist though. Man, yo, that's kind of you can't do that shit. Because I mean, well, we never recorded none of that, but that was just like you definitely can't record none of that now.
No,
but and that's fucked up. Oh man, no bullshit though. Like I mentioned, like off of recording and shit like that. Like, you know, speaking of the wife. So it's kind of crazy. Like another thing about my wife is that she doesn't really watch movies like that because I ask her, I'm like, hey, have you seen this? Like whatever popular movie it would be. Like even if I asked her, like, you ever seen I don't know, like Bad Boys 2 or something, she'd be like, nope, never seen it. Okay, have you seen Rush Hour 2, Rush Hour 3? No. Have you seen Rush Hour 1? They have parts of it.
Oh man,
what do you watch? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like so now I made it a point to like watch a bunch of movies with her. So like all movies that she hasn't seen, and even some that I haven't seen, because I mean I never seen like I never seen like Little Shop of Horrors. I never seen that. But like, you know, I showed her like The Warriors and all types of stuff. But we would watch like really bad movies too. So like we watched a one called LA AIDS Jabber.
Oh boy. Sounds
yeah, because we would go on Tubi and just watch, like, no, find some stuff and just start watching stuff. So we're like, okay, so it was a terrible shot on video movie where a guy gets diagnosed with AIDS, gets mad at the world, and starts injecting people with
wild. That's actually that's such a Tubi thing too.
Yeah, he takes like a needle and just starts jabbing people with it, and then everybody else gets AIDS. But then the ending is revealed that he never had AIDS to begin with. So how the hell did all these other people get it?
All right, plot twist. M. Night Shyamalan would be jealous of this one, you know.
Like, it was one of the worst things I think we've ever seen. But we were drunk and laughing because, like, you know, whenever we watch bad movies, we just get drunk and watch it. Recently, speaking of classics, like I mentioned to you before, speaking of classics, we watched Dylan Dog. Now, Dylan Dog, for those of you that don't know, was a movie that I kept trying to riff on back when we did the CBC riffs. I kept trying to do that by myself, and I tried like 3-4 times until like other people had to come in and like help me out. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I cannot suffer through this shit by myself.
More.
Like, it was bad. Like, I mean, but the thing is, like, at the time, I think I genuinely liked the movie. It was not terrible. It was bad, but not terrible. But when we watched it, man, when I tell you, like, my wife hit the back button on the controller so fucking fast. Like, because I was like, hey, honey, you don't mind if we turn this up? Click. she was like, this movie's not bad. It's just meh, but it's boring.
That's the worst condemnation, you know?
Yeah,
it's boring. There it is, everybody.
Yeah, there it is. It's on Tubi right now. I mean, it's not that long, but it feels like 4 hours.
For people that aren't aware, it's actually a comic book movie based on like an old Italian comic. Like surprisingly, my dad knows it because it was like a comic when he was younger. So I mentioned Dylan Dog to him before. It was like, oh, I remember that. I was like, wow, that's wild that somebody knows Dylan Dog from the comics.
No, I didn't know that. This whole time, I never knew that. I thought it was just some shitty movie Brandon Routh did right after Superman that kind of killed his career.
They've actually brought the character back in comics like multiple times, which I was also shocked at. It's crazy.
When the fuck did they do that?
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, a character debuted in 1986, and he's been brought back multiple times since. That's wild.
Hey man, I need to track these copies down. I need to see if it better translates to comics versus movies. That is crazy.
So, when we're talking about comics, I do want to jump on this because you said you want to talk about it before. So obviously, we used to read comics, talk a lot about that.
Oh yeah.
Superman just came out recently. What's your thoughts on Superman?
Okay, so before I go into like the real thing, I'm gonna just say this just to preface this. I never see a movie more than once in a theater. Ever.
Uh-huh.
Superman was the first and only movie I have ever seen twice in a theater.
Damn.
That's how much I love it. I love that damn movie. Like, and not only that, on some pretty reputable sites, I watched it 2 more times.
Well, it's like, people need to remember, you were here. We were talking about the development of Man of Steel and its release, and none of us liked that film when it was out. Like, we were like, so seeing this, I get what you're saying. I saw the film a couple times. Like, it's a comic come to life. That's what we've been asking for Superman since forever,
Bro, you are like for real right, because that shit felt like a legit comic where it just drops you in. Like, it kind of explains things as it goes and just goes, hey man, just be along for the ride.
Yeah,
that's it. And crazy thing that you mentioned Man of Steel, because my wife and I watched Man of Steel to kind of prepare for the new one. And her reaction to all that, she said Pa Kent was the worst person that she has ever seen in a movie. She's like, why would you ever tell your son maybe you should have let those people die? Like, like, why would you ever say that to your son? And then, like, when he's getting beat up by bullies and stuff, he's like, I kind of wanted you to hit them and stuff. It's like, but oh my god, whatever.
Exactly.
But yeah, when it got to like the final fight with Zod, I honestly at that point I stopped caring. Like, I was physically exhausted.
Yeah.
I was like, this movie went on for way too long. Like, once Superman took out like the world engine, I think that's when the movie should have ended.
Right.
But like, what the fight with Zod was just egregious. It was just too much. Like, it just, I didn't care. But the new one, like, honestly, everything led up to, like, for me personally, everything led up to the next event like perfectly. Because it was just like, all right, so we see him like land in the snow. He's injured. He gets healed. He goes back to fight. Oh, then he's at work, because it's like, this is just like days in his life. Right. And that's kind of how I like saw it. And I was just like, all right, really like that. Not only that, but I really liked how creative he was in terms of like his fights and stuff like that. Like, how it's not, because when you think of Superman, you think of he's just slugging, he's just throwing punches.
Right. Yeah.
But here he's actually like doing things, like he's throwing punches, but he's throwing them in ways that indicate, oh, this guy knows how to actually fight. He does like a flip dive kick. He straight up does like a Beautiful Joe red hot kick. It's crazy. Hell, the engineer was attached to his arm and he starts swinging her around like Hulk. So I was like, that's kind of cool.
Bro, when he fights the kaiju, I was legit cheering in the movie theater. I was like, this is so beautiful. Like, it's just
yeah, because like when he does the buddy up here shit, and then he starts like flying and stuff, I had the biggest grin on my face, because I was like, this is the most beautiful thing. Comes down, he cannonballs into him, like, and not only that, but he stays so aware of the surroundings to where he saves everybody, even down to a squirrel. And I was like, no, this is my favorite. Yeah, this is my Superman. This right here. Like I loved every second of that. And then when we talk about like Superman being the best in that movie, talk about how good Lex was.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is going to be kind of, it might be a hot take, but maybe not. But I think Nicholas Hoult might have outshined David Cornsweet in that movie.
Honestly, he's so good. Like the thing with Nicholas Hoult, and I agree with you, he's just allowed to unleash and has no boundaries. Where Superman, you had to like the best scene in that film, in my opinion, might be when it's him and Lois in the apartment talking, because you get the sense of who both characters are. But you know, the film moves so fast. The rest of the film is just Superman is a technical and actual blur to character development outside of, you know, saving stuff. And Lex is like, he gets to chew the scene, and he's just maniacal, evil Lex. And you're like, it's about time a bad guy is just bad. No other reason other than he's just a bad guy. You're like, yeah, I'll take that. You know, he was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, especially in that scene where he has the food vendor, when he has in the pocket dimension and stuff like that. I think that might also be my favorite scene. If Lex wasn't already established as a villain, this right here pushes that further establishes him as a villain. Because when he's playing Russian roulette with the guy, and it just like, and then he kills. Holy shit! Like, and he's just so casual about it. He's like, man, fuck that guy, you know. And it's like, this is, oh nah. If he's like this, I wonder what the damn Joker or Reverse Flash is gonna be like. Right. If they are like this with Lex, you know what I mean? So nah, man, that like Lex was, especially like his monologue about being envious of Superman. That whole thing was also like just further pushing like how great he was as a villain. Like he's like, of course I'm driven by envy. Like what the fuck? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, yo, he's like, but when they mention my name next to like Galileo and stuff, I get like, I start vomiting in my throat and stuff. It's like, I love this guy. Such an asshole. I love him.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that movie was utterly fantastic. But like what you said with the interview scene, I love that scene, but on second rewatch, I felt like Clark in that scene where I went, and man, I kind of hate Lois.
Right? Yeah. Yep.
Like where Lois is like grilling him, like, and she's doing it on purpose, like because when she asks him like, hey, do you think this is going well? And he says, I think I'm doing a good job. You can see on her face where she's like, I'm gonna get this man. All right. You think you're doing a good job? Let me hit record. And I was like, oh damn, man, if this was me, I would have walked out in the middle of that interview.
Yeah, straight up. But I'm like, nope, I'm done. Back to my fortress.
You're like, no, you being like this. No. I see what you're doing right now. No, we're not doing that.
It's
but
true.
Other than that, nah, man. I genuinely, it's like crazy because like all in like last month, I watched that movie about 4 damn times, and I'm like, all right, I think I'm good for the next 2-3 months before I ever see that movie again.
When it hits 4K, man, I'm gonna blast that on my TV and just enjoy all the glory, you know?
Yeah, because like I even asked my wife, I was like, yeah, you probably like since she's seen it about like 3 times now because my mom hasn't seen it, so we watched it with her. And it's crazy when I brought the movie up, she was like, didn't they make Superman weak in this? He looked kind of like a punk. So, and then I showed her the movie and she was like, okay, I liked it. I was like, yeah. Just quickly switched up on the movie.
Now, I do want to ask you, it is more recent at the time we're recording this. It's only been out like 10, 12 days. Have you seen Fantastic Four?
No.
Okay.
I want to, but I haven't seen it.
It's the Fantastic Four we've always wanted. That's the best way to explain it. You know,
I've heard good things about it. I heard everybody was like saying that it was really, really good. I just haven't.
I won't spoil anything for you, but it's in my opinion, one of Marvel's best. But again, like I'm a Fantastic Four fanatic, so I could be biased. That's a given. You know, it's how it goes. Now, in regards to DC, I want to ask you, they have so many projects coming out, right? What's like the next one you're super hyped for?
Clayface. Immediately.
Clayface. Okay, explain yourself, because you're going to be, the comments are going to fill up being like, what? Nobody says Clayface. Explain why.
I'm super excited for Clayface because, okay, this is the reason. Because you know how like with Marvel, everything kind of feels the exact same?
Uh-huh.
Like I'm pretty much done with Marvel except for Spider-Man. But I will watch Fantastic Four, but I'm done with Marvel except for like maybe Spider-Man. But with this whole with this new DCU, what James Gunn said, he wants everything to kind of feel different. With Clayface being a straight horror movie with a budget of reportedly like what 45 million, which is relatively
dirt cheap.
Oh, very, very dirt cheap, like Dirty Deeds anyway. But anyway, so yeah, it's like dirt cheap, and it's a horror movie, and I'm just like, I want to see what they do with that, because that sounds interesting, because Supergirl is going to be like kind of a sci-fi fantasy adventure type of movie, but it's still kind of like, this is a superhero movie.
Right.
Clayface is so radically different that it's like, it's not a superhero, it's a straight up raw villain, and I want to see what they do with that. Lanterns, I'm also excited for, because they describe that as like being True Detective, which is interesting. But Clayface, though, I just want to see how radically different that's going to be, because that's out of left field type of choice. Because a lot of people would choose. I'm sorry, but a lot of people would choose.
That's literally it. That's why I'm like, you're making a point there. It's so different. Like, why? You know, it's like, but that's the interesting part.
And not only that, but you might get a Batman cameo. If not, that's also a really crazy choice.
Yep.
Because like people would do like this. They would be like, okay, so if Superman came out, Supergirl coming out, the next one has to be like Wonder Woman, or, you know, like the next big name.
Right. Yeah.
The fact that they're going with this one is so weird that I'm like, it's like, I want to see where that goes.
You're making a point. You know, it's like Superman, Supergirl, Clayface, Sergeant Rock, and then Wonder Woman. You're like, that is the strangest lineup you could ever imagine. Like,
it's the weirdest shit. Think about Phase 1 with Marvel.
Yeah.
And how they went Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. I mean, sure, Hulk was in there.
Yeah,
but, no one really saw that. But anyway, yeah. It's like they went with the core members of the Avengers. And so when that came out, obviously featured them in it. But with the DCU, it's like, where are y'all going?
Yeah.
That's kind of why I'm so interested in that, because I just want to see what they do.
Yeah, that's why I was like, my most interesting project was Swamp Thing. But of course, now that seems to be canceled because Mangold couldn't move forward with it. He wasn't fixing the script issue. So it's like, I'll take Clayface because, again, it's supposed to be, you know, body horror Cronenberg. Awesome. Gotham, their DC world. I trust them. And like, you look at like what you're saying about Marvel. I think a lot of people, even if it's like you still like Marvel, you're a Marvel fan, but you want to see the competition succeed. And I think that that's important. You're looking at it, you're like, yeah, I'm hoping that they can take from Superman and be like, we need to improve ourselves. You know, competition making everybody better. So, yeah. It's wild.
Like, honestly, I really do hope that they look at the success that Superman is having, despite what those types are saying. Superman is a flop now. Like, listen. No, it's not.
Yeah.
But I hope that, you know, Marvel looks at the success that Superman does and then goes like, you know what? Let's step our game up. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully because they got Spider-Man coming out. So that's going to do that automatically. That's going to do numbers. But then they're filming Doomsday with an unfinished script, reportedly.
Yeah. I mean, dude, what was it? The actress, Rebecca Romaine, literally stated, she's like, I don't know when I'm done shooting because the script isn't complete. I'm like, you guys are 5 months into shooting without a complete script?
Like, how does this make sense? I mentioned that to my wife. She's like, you can do that? She's like,
you can imagine starting to cook a new meal that has 20 ingredients, but you have a quarter of it, and you're like, well, I'm just going to add ingredients when I think they should go, and you're like, all right.
Hey, I'm going to just add them in later. It's fine. Hey, it's been 2 hours.
Are you supposed to add the chicken in when the meal is done? Isn't it going to be raw? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You added like raw shrimp in there and just didn't even cook it. Oh man, but like, but again, like with that competition talk, I really do hope that they step their game up because because even though Thunderbolts, again, I haven't seen it, but apparently Thunderbolts was good as well.
Amazing, yeah,
but
amazing.
but it didn't do well at the box office. But me personally, I don't take box office numbers to determine the quality of the film.
Same, no,
like I like watching it for myself because I heard good things about it. I heard like somewhat good things about the new Captain America. But
I'm split on that one because I love Sam as Cap.
Mm-hmm.
I love what he does as Cap. I wouldn't say that the film is great. Like if I had to give it a grade, it would be like a 6.5. You know, like
like kind of average.
Right. It's not mid as 5. It's not great, but it has a good idea. But like that film was reshot twice. And you can tell.
Yeah.
You can tell. Like, there's a scene towards the end where the leader is standing there, and he's so clearly superimposed battery green screen that he's literally all fuzzy, and you can tell Sam is talking to a completely different character. I was like, oh, this is bad. This is just bad looking, you know?
Oh, God. At least it ain't as bad as, like, Thor Love and Thunder, where, like, there was that kid's face that came in, and it looked really bad. Oh, does anyone know what I'm talking? No. All right, good, because no one saw that. No one saw that movie. But yeah, no, it's like because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this online. They were saying that like Quantumania, Love and Thunder, and stuff like that, like kind of killed the brand like for a lot of people because they put out like just crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Quantumania was bad.
Thor Love and Thunder is garbage. And if you ever have the displeasure, or actually, if you ever want to torture someone, sit them down and have them watch Secret Invasion.
I'm not going to lie. For a split second, I had no idea what you were talking about. Bro, I was like, that's not real.
Secret Invasion is the absolute worst thing I've seen since Fantastic Four, the 2015 version. It's that bad.
Fan Four Stick.
Yeah, it's that bad. Trust me, it's a torture device.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of the shows, the only good shows I think they had was like WandaVision and the Loki series. That was really it. I mean, I liked Moon Knight, but I kind of hated how they would cheap out on like the action scenes by having him black out and then he just wakes up and everybody's dead already. I hated that. But other than that, I did not give a single shit about any of the shows other than other than those ones. I was like, oh man, because when you mentioned Secret Invasion, I'm like, what's that? What's that? I don't know what that is. Because wasn't there like supposed to be like Rhodey was supposed to get a show called like Armor Wars or something?
Yeah, that was canceled into a movie, then back to a show, and then back to a movie, and now it might be canceled. So who knows?
and then Ironheart came out, and it's like, oh okay,
yeah.
And now they're like they can't even get the Blade movie off the ground. Like, yeah, I really do hope that the competition with DCU like actually kicks them into like a better type of like era, like a good because apparently they're going to be rebooting the franchise after Secret Wars,
right?
So I don't know I don't know how that's going to go.
You hope good because like they have a chance to soft reboot it and streamline it again. And again, as much as I enjoy most of what they've done since Endgame, even I can admit, and my wife, who's a giant fan, can admit as well, there was too much at once. You had 3 to 4 TV shows a year, 3 to 4 movies for like 4 or 5 years. You're like, dude, I can't do this anymore. It was too much. Like I'm back to give me 2 movies a year, 1 to 2 TV shows a year. We're fine. Like, we're better than fine,
Yeah, no, I feel you on that because like that's why I stopped caring because like after Endgame, I kept trying to follow certain stuff. Like I watched Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness because Sam Raimi's directing it.
Yep.
And I like some of the stuff in there, but overall, I could not care about the movie. Spider-Man No Way Home was fine. I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. And then everything else, I can't even tell you what the names were. Like I haven't seen a single thing. Well, like was Eternals in there?
That was Eternals happened.
Yeah, and that was really bad.
I only know 2 people that like Eternals, and that's it. So what does that? And I'm not one of them. I just want to clarify. I'm not a person that likes Eternals. So
What is wrong with those people?
it's
who are these people?
do these people exist? I want names.
Who do you know? What the fuck? I mean, and then like wasn't Black Widow one of them too that came out after Endgame?
Yes, yeah, that was like the pandemic release. Their
That's
first,
crazy.
yeah, that was a
Why
while.
would you? All right, whatever. They released that with the really bad CGI. Like no one really cared. But yeah, but again, like I'm done with Marvel. Like I said, except for like Spider-Man. But I still want to see Fantastic Four. But that's why I'm excited for like the new DCU, because like with Superman, that was so interesting and creative.
Right, yeah.
To where I can go, you know what? I want to see what the next projects have, especially with Clayface, because the fact that Clayface can just morph into whatever and whoever, I kind of want to see where they go with that. And also, I really do like the body horror, like the Fly type of stuff.
Yes.
Like, I really want to see where they go with, like, with that one. I'm interested in seeing that, because, like you can do all the superhero stuff, but give me the weird shit.
Yeah. I mean, I know as far back as this podcast goes, people will know I've always been an advocate for the offbeat stuff. I always wanted to see you know, like a Moon Knight or like a, like a Swamp Thing get his due. Like the weirder stuff to me always appeals to me more, which again, I like that DC's dabbling more in that and they seem to want to focus on it, which also I do want to ask you then, I guess I'll add another section in here. Have you been playing video games still or anything? Or what have you been playing? Because like there's been so much stuff.
Fuck. Damn, now I gotta look at my desktop, because like now you put me on the spot of like all the games I've been playing.
We got a fake gamer over here, everybody.
Oh man, I'm not fake. Oh shit. Yeah, there's like a gang of them. All right. So let me start off with I've been playing this game called Sulaco.
Okay. Yep.
It's indie title. It's like if you like the old like Fear games,
hell yeah,
you would love Sulaco, because it has that enemy adaptability type of thing, where like whatever you do, the enemy kind of counters it. So if you're like hiding in a room and they can't get to you, like they will start throwing grenades in that room to kind of flush you out and stuff like that. Or like they will like bum rush you and stuff. Like the game keeps you moving. I really like that game. That game is dope. It's a really dope game. I've been playing a lot of indie titles because my laptop can't run. Either indie titles or like older games, like like a PS2 emulator or whatever. Oh, yeah. But there was another game called Infernax. Now, Infernax is, if you like the classic Castlevania games, it is it's like you're a guy who just came back from like the Crusades, and his land is like taken over by like demons and stuff. Like a cult is like trying to summon demons and stuff. So you gotta like, there's like multiple endings in the game. Like a good path and an evil path, and like all these other different like types of crazy stuff. There's a bunch of secrets as well. Like if you beat the game a certain way, you unlock Contra mode.
Oh, okay.
Where you have a machine gun. It's basically like turning the game to easy mode. You have a machine gun that just annihilates everything in like seconds. Like it's great. It's straight up, like they even play Contra music.
That's awesome.
During like the levels. It's great.
Speaking of Contra, have you ever played Broforce?
Yes, I have played.
I was gonna say, if anybody here has not, look up Broforce, get Broforce, enjoy it. It is
Broforce is dope.
It's so good.
It's great. Like everybody's named Bro, like
Command Bro, Determa Bro,
Brobocop,
John Mick Bro.
It's so great. The Bros in Black.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh man, but yeah, no, like I've been playing that, and for some reason I can't get it to run now, which is stupid. But this laptop, for some reason, could actually run Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh,
and which is crazy, because I booted that game up just recently, and I get slow down, stuttering, all that. Like, but before it would actually run. It looked terrible. It looked like a potato, but
but it ran.
But it ran, and I ran it with mods on, and which should my computer, but it didn't. And so but Red Dead Redemption 2 was like a game I was obsessed with for a while. Because again, I love the cowboy shit. I mean, I'm actually just a big fan of the Red Dead series anyway. But playing Red Dead Redemption 2, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like if you like filmmaking and also just experiencing stuff. Just experiencing like the overall aesthetic of like cowboy stuff. You just like that aesthetic. And if you also just like filmmaking, then play that game, because some of the missions have like some of the best cinematography I've ever seen. Where there was one mission where you're like, you and the gang are like walking up to a mansion to go storm that thing, like a big shootout's about to happen. And
I literally just did that like last month.
Really?
Because I'm slowly, I play Red Dead Redemption like a couple hours per month, and I still haven't beat it. So I am joined along, and I just literally did that mission. It's so good. Good.
Where they're lined up and they're they're just walking up to the and it's just like that shot. It's so good. But that was like one of the best damn missions and one of the best games. My main thing though about that is like, since I had it loaded up with mods, they messed up John Marston's character model. So if you played the first game, you know who John Marston is, you know what he's supposed to look like. So when you look at him like in the epilogue, you go, who is this? Like, they just took John's face and put it on Arthur Morgan's character model.
Oh my god.
So it looks really bad.
Yeah.
So a lot of mods like have like the John Marston restored, or the classic cowboy outfit, or just all these different things. Somebody modded the music back in for like New Austin, because they took that out, that's pretty much what I've been playing. I've been trying to like make my way through like Alan Wake, but I'm sorry, I can't really get into it.
I've heard so many great things about the first one. I beat it before the sequel came out, and I got the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried at least a dozen times. It doesn't hook me, and I gave it the last time I tried it like 4 hours. I can't get into it. I get the thing that people like about it, but it's just not for me. Alan Wake doesn't click. It doesn't click.
Yeah, I love Remedy. I love Sam Lake. I love the Max Payne series, but it's just like, hell, I love Control. Control's a really good one.
Yeah, Control was great.
Oh yeah. But for some reason, Alan Wake just can't. It just can't hook me.
It can't. Nope. I don't know what it is. I'm like, am I wrong? Because everybody else is like, this is one of the greatest like thriller horror games of all time. I'm like, I love thriller and I love horror games, so this should be my thing.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I'm sorry. I just can't do it.
Yep.
I turned Alan Wake off and then started playing DC Universe Online.
My God.
Does anyone still play that?
I mean, they still do updates, so somebody's got to be playing it,
Yeah, because after Superman, I just was like, you know what? I'm kind of on this like superhero game type of kick, but I don't want to play Batman. I want to play something. Dude,
I'm so glad you said that, because after Superman, I was on this high. I'm like, oh, let me play the DC games. I can play Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, or Gotham Knights as the latest offerings. And I'm like, well, I do Batman again. I'm like, dude, I play Batman every other year, so there's nothing to play. There's nothing to play.
Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Like, and not only that, but I heard that there was they're trying to do another game with like they're not trying to do Batman again, but they're trying to do another big character, and they're doing a live service type of thing.
After canceling the Wonder Woman game after spending $100 million on it.
Right. give us the Wonder Woman. Make it like Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Make it like that. That's
That's
basically a
it.
Wonder Woman
That's
game
it.
anyway.
That's literally it. Just Cassandra, but Wonder Woman. That's it. Yeah.
Oh man, I was so hyped when I was playing that because I made
Uh-huh.
Cassandra kind of look like Wonder Woman, and I just pretended I was playing a Wonder Woman game.
It's true.
Yeah, but like, man, I can't believe that. Like, you have like Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, which was trash,
bad, yeah,
and Gotham Knights, which was forgettable. You know, so that's wild. And other than that, you have Batman. But Batman games are good. I was trying to make my way through Arkham Knight, and I just haven't really had the time because every time I play that, I play for like fucking hours. So I just was like, nope, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. Like,
I just hate the car parts. But what I did was a couple years ago, I went back and played Arkham Origins on PC because it got fixed eventually. Man, Arkham Origins is good. If you haven't played that game, it is good. It is it's actually my favorite story out of any of the Arkham games. I really like the story in it. So.
I definitely have to get back into that because, like, I bought it, I started it, and then I was like, all right, I'm done. And I just stopped. Like, a lot
of people stop when the twist reveals itself because you think the villain is Black Mask because that's the entire marketing campaign. And then they reveal the actual villain, and most people just go and give up. I'm like, no, don't worry. Just move past the real villain. The rest of the game is good. Just ignore that he's the focus again.
Just keep playing it. Like, see, that's kind of how, like, okay, it's kind of weird because that's kind of how it was with Red Dead Redemption 2 as well. Because with Chapter 1, how slow that was, like when you're stuck in the snow, like you're up in the mountains, and it's very, very slow. And I was just like, all right, I'm done. Like, once I got to Chapter 2, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to play this. And then like you know, just move past that, just get the game going, and then it gets better and better and better. And you are in for like a really good ride. So
that's
so
what happened with me. Like, I got Red Dead 2 the day it released. Chapter 1 killed it for me. I didn't pick it up till summer of 24. I was like, I'm done. And then I picked it up on PC, so I had to restart everything, so you couldn't save transfer. And that's why I'm slowly just making my way through. And then by GTA 6, I'm going to beat the game, you know, and be ready for the next Rockstar. But, like, that's slow. The first 10 hours of Red Dead 2 might be the worst paced video game I've ever played because it does the game no favors at all.
It's
You're like, please.
Very, very slow. Like, see, like what you were saying about Batman Arkham Origins, it's like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm glad you said that because now I really do want to go back in and just like go and try to like finish that. But man, like it's like when some games are just like it requires patience. I'm just like, just let me play it and just let me get in.
Yep, exactly.
Holy shit, man. Slow as Red Dead.
So I was gonna say we're about to hit almost an hour mark on this. The listeners know if this thing goes past an hour 10, there's a chance it might crash. So we don't know. So how do we want to wrap this up? And obviously, to state this, and for all the listeners, Sean will and can come back. Obviously, anybody that's ever been on the podcast that always has an open space, I always say, just message me. Unfortunately, here's how life goes. You want to reach out to somebody, you're like, oh, I'll do it next week. And then before you realize life, work, getting married, everything gets in the way. You're like, bro, it's been like years. It's fucking insane. You know, it's actually insane how it works.
No bullshit, man. That's for real. Like how that worked out for me because had to move. Me and my wife got our own spot. I lost my old microphone. So I didn't know where that thing was. And it's only just recently now that I got this one. And so that's why I was like, oh, man, because for years, I'm like, oh, I want to do this again. But it's just like, you know how things go.
Yep.
You know, life just happens. And even when you have the money and you think like, oh, I could just go ahead and do this now, whatever. That money goes towards something else. And it's like, great. So it's like now we're like postponing this, you know, whatever. And it's like, oh Lord, like so many things be happening. So honestly, I'm just saying, like, I'm just like this is just like my comfort zone. Basically, I love just sitting around, just talking with bros. You know what I mean?
It's the good old feeling. Yeah, exactly. It's good to reconnect and then also talk about what's been happening, the new stuff. So that's why I'm saying like people want this. Obviously, we can bring Sean back on. We can talk about stuff, especially when things come out that he wants to talk about. Like now, I know who I can bring on to talk about Clayface when it comes out, because ain't nobody else that I talk with going to talk about Clayface with me. It's just going to be dead air, It's going to be like,
I'll talk your ear off about Clayface. Like, oh man, you boy, what are you telling? Once that stuff comes out, like hell, even if you brought up Prince, I'm gonna talk about that. Like, or if you know what I'm saying, like just whatever, just anything. I'm like, hey man, I'm with it. Like if nobody else trying to talk about it, I don't talk about it.
Right, I'll talk about that stuff.
Yeah,
corner of the market nobody wants to talk about.
Exactly. Shit. I'll definitely.
No,
that's why. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was planning on doing something, and I think you might be a perfect pick for this, which is why I was going to reach out to you a bit ago. By the end of the year, I want to do a compare and contrast how comic books and wrestling are the same thing. Because think about the characters, the stories, they're the same thing. They are the same thing, which is why so many people that like comics love wrestling as well, because they're both the same thing. It's like, yeah, superheroes, larger than life, the villain, it's the story arcs, the way it's presented every week, like a comic, and then the blow off movie, like,
yeah,
it's the same thing. So like, I think you might actually be a perfect candidate for that.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it's crazy that you said that, because I remember one day at the 4, we were actually like, me and the boys were just like riffing. We were like, yo, we were talking about how Dragon Ball Z was basically wrestling.
Yep.
We were like, yo, Goku is the top baby face. And we were just like breaking down down like the fights like it was like a wrestling thing. It's like the 2 new like big name heels, Nappa and Vegeta came in and started wrecking everybody until the top baby face came in. So we could definitely do that with comic books and wrestling, because that's the same thing.
It is. Like, I want to get some talking points that we can discuss it and like, have a good conversation of it, which like I said, we can do that in a little bit. Because again, there's so much stuff always happening. There's so much development and, good content coming at us. And man, maybe even when Superman is out on media, we could do a old school, unrestricted, no holds barred commentary, because oh boy.
Oh man, gotta get the crew together.
I'll call Tom from the bench. Be like, Tom, join us for old school. You're gonna yap our ear off about Superman.
Yeah, what's he doing? He ain't doing nothing.
Dude, so I actually think, if I remember correctly, he has an entire Superboy podcast based on the Superboy TV series from like the 80s. I actually think that's what he's done. So
no shit.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to know like what was like everybody else up to. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna say it with 100% confidence, but I'm assuming Ben is still eating chips. I'm just assuming. That's the last I knew of him. So
I don't even know where Ben is even at. Like yeah, nobody knows his whereabouts. Nah, but yeah, all the old boys. Like, I mean, I know they're doing well. Like, it's cool.
It's time flies by, and you just think about it. Like, man, I can't believe this thing. And how long it's been and where we're at. So
yeah, man, and I see you doing it big over here. Still, still running the ship.
the ship that I'm holding up with like tape and scotch tape and glue. It's just like, patch that hole up in there.
It's like, oh man, I can't believe we're sinking. We ain't sinking. Like we just take that Gorilla Glue. We'll patch that up.
Take that Dylan dog and shove it into the crack to hold it. Just jam the DVD case in there.
Hey man, take Man of Steel and put that in like the furnace so we can keep the engines running.
The desperate moves. Desperate measures.
Hey man. Like, modern problems require modern solutions.
So let people know where they can find you. If you want your social media, you can plug it. I will link it down below, obviously, for everybody. So
hell yeah, man. Y'all can find me on Twitter at the Cujo Show. You could find me there. Also on YouTube, just type in. I hate the fact that this hasn't changed, but you can type in SJ504 and you can find me there, which is kind of crazy because I changed my name like on YouTube, and for some reason it still just is the old SJ504.
It don't matter. They do not, like, bro, I've tried to change the image of the CBC on YouTube, submitted it years ago. It still hasn't updated. Like, we'll let you know when it updates. It's like, cool, thanks. That's cool.
So, but that's crazy. But if y'all y'all can find me on Twitter. I'm kind of active on there. So like I said, the Cujo Show. Cujo spelled with a K. So yeah, y'all can definitely find me on there. And that's about it. Unless y'all can subscribe to my little, my ex-hamster, what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm trying to get that money. I got a new mic. I'm about to do ASMR. Y'all don't even know. They were like, hey, man, so that, like, they ain't gonna be no women listening to you. I don't care.
I don't care.
I need some of these desperate men to listen to my voice and pay me money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll entertain you. Don't worry. No judgment.
I needs it. No. Fuck y'all.
Sean needs it, or else he has to resort back to crime.
Oh man, I gotta go back to that crime, man. Crime hasn't stopped. The crack has, but crime hasn't stopped.
So with that in mind, everybody, thank you for joining us. I know Sean, he's gonna get a lot of people going, oh my God, Sean is back, and other people got to go, who is this character? And then you guys can experience it. So there you go. So thank you everybody for joining us. As of course, thank you for Sean for coming back on the show and offering up a podcast. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.